Hello YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to some more Final Fantasy 14 online. First things first, I'm going to check to see if we made any money overnight. I know I've made a little bit, I did check, but I haven't checked it since... Basically what it is, I took all of them down because no one was buying bulk 16 of the leather that we made yesterday. So I took it down and actually turned it all into single items on the marketplace. So we're going to see if we made any money. There's 27,000 there. And I'm probably going to spend all this and see if we can turn it into more. There's none there, that's fine. Hopefully we will get some money overnight tonight instead. Now I've set them all up as singles. I've been doing a little bit of Googling, and apparently if you want to make money, goldsmithing I think it's called, is the way to go. I imagine there's one in this town somewhere. In fact, it might be easier to go to the Aethernet and see if there's any for the goldsmiths. There you go. So we're going to go try and learn goldsmithing today. We're going to see how far we can get it. I don't actually know what even make with goldsmithing, but I did look at a marketplace, and the most sought after or the most in demand ingot right now is made with goldsmithing, and it's called, I still have it up, rhodium ingots. Now they are level 90, so it's going to take a hell of a long time to get to that point. But you know, if we start now, then hopefully yeah, we can get 90 in. I don't know. I think I got leather working 16 a day, so hopefully by the end of this week, maybe we'll be close to 90. Oh wait, it's already halfway through this week. End of next week, we'll say. We'll hopefully try and max out our goldsmithing. I don't know how long it takes. I'm completely talking out of my... And before I start any sort of crafts, what I'm going to do is actually go and speak to the Flame people, because that's who I'm with. I'm with the Immortal Flames company. And you can actually buy a scroll which gives you increased experience. We'll probably be buying quite a few of those as we go. They last actually about 18 hours each, but I think the issue is they have a capped experience amount. I think it's about 500,000. So it's probably quite a lot for early levels. But as you can see by level 60 to 61 at the bottom here, it's not a lot of XP when you get to the higher levels. So we need the Weathered Chaser Hammer, which is this one. So yeah, we're level 1 goldsmithing. I'm going to just equip whatever gear we have. Most likely none of this is crafting gear, it's just standard gear. So maybe I'll work on making myself some crafting gear when we hit something like level 50, because I think we can get to 50 very quickly. I haven't leveled up a new craft in a very long time. You have two kind of ways of doing it as far as I remember, which is one, you can actually follow these guys' quest lines. They actually specifically ask you to make stuff. So we might do one or two of those just to remind myself what they're like. And you get some crystals out of it, which would be fantastic. So we need to get a copper ingot. You can actually just buy these things off the marketplace if you wanted. So copper ingot, I think you can actually, we could probably craft that, right? Yeah, we need 3 copper ore, and I think I actually have 3 copper ore just sitting in my guild chest. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go check there, and if not, we'll go buy some. We're looking for, I think it's in here, company issue effect is half level 50 and above. We're looking for the one that is Disciples of Hand, I think. Yeah. So we're looking for this one. We'll just buy one for now. And we'll pop that buff. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Did that. Yes. So we'll use this. And this gives us, I think, 150% experience gain for Disciples of Hand quests. We can also look here, I think you can undertake missions and they give a lot of experience. Like this one here. I think this is for leatherworking and it gives 1.3 million, is that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1.3 million experience. And that is actually a gold crafting one by the looks of it. We need to get a bone horror, which gives 420 experience, and yeah, I think we're going to probably try get these done. A cobalt sledgehammer, that's for blacksmithing, and a steel elmo here for armor smithing. So I've never undertaken any of these before, but we're going to try to, and hopefully that nets us a lot of experience. I can already see that 420 experience will actually level us. Our company just is semi-organized. I know the ores are in here, 3 copper ore, that's perfect. I'll take those. And bone horror, you say? I don't think I can search for items, can I? So I need 2 bone chips and 1 animal sinew. And I do actually craft these instead of purchasing them, because you gain a pretty decent chunk of experience for crafting an item for the first time. So we are going to go and craft these. And I think we're actually going to take this a bit slower than usual, and I think I will do a lot of the quests. Mostly because of the shards you get. They're kind of expensive, kind of not. Because of how Final Fantasy obviously works, you have to buy every single item that's on the marketplace. And that's really worded badly. If someone puts up a stack of 20, you can't buy 12 of them, you have to buy all 20. Which is obviously a bit annoying at times, but that's fine. But it does mean for stuff like wind shards, where people have a lot of them, you tend to buy an absolute monstrous amount of wind shards, when really maybe you just want to buy, I don't know, I can't see it, the smallest amount I could possibly buy is 20,000, and that's at 500 each, whereas it's actually worth about 50 each currently. So you are really forced to spend a lot of money on these things, and as someone who is a massive scrimper, and someone who wants to desperately buy a house in the game, I am not going to be doing that. So we might be forced to follow these quests, but that's absolutely fine. The bow and horror, it's weird that the goldsmith makes that though. I kind of thought the goldsmith would make jewellery. Oh, that might be why goldsmith's the one recommended to make money. Jewellery is jewellery is purchased by every class, so yeah, that's probably a really good one. So you got this 420 XP, that's level 5 goldsmithing now. I don't know when these reset. It's actually reset in 39 minutes. I have 31,500. That's the limit I'm thinking about spending to try push my goldsmithing as high as I can. That's exactly what I did with my blacksmithing. My blacksmithing is still only at about level 45. But I did it while actually making money the entire time. I think I made about 1 million pushing it to that point, purely from making steel ingots alone. It took a while, but it's taken a very, very, very long time to sell on. In fact, I'm still selling it now. I haven't made a new one since rejoining, so I'm just still reselling it. Yeah, here you go. Wind shards and fire shards. You know, it's a much better way of getting them. So we'll accept the next quest. We'll push it as far as we can. Maybe this is a good way of doing it. Plus, I think that just gave me a new chest. Is it better? No. That's fine. I usually just set up 99 like ingots or something, and I walk away from the game for a bit. But we're not going to do that. I don't think. I'm saying I don't think because, you know, look how much XP we are getting. When this quest is offering us 1.5 thousand. You know, compared to I've just crafted 5 ingots. There you go. There's that XP done. Now we're level 7. So basically now when I finish these 10. I probably should have shown you. You could probably buy copper ore. Yeah, see, shop price. So I'm pretty sure shop price means an NPC sells it for 2 gil. And you can see now that we've unlocked, you know, like a whetstone. So all we got to buy is a load of ragstones, and we repeat the process until we unlock the next ingot. And I do that. We go to the next ingot. And that's exactly what I did for my blacksmithing. But this time, you know, I don't have enough to spend on a good amount of shards when we run out, and we are going to run out. So we're going to try follow these quests. And this is the last one, and look at that, we reached level 18. We've already got the next quest, and we're not far off the quest after that. And we take a quick look at everything we've unlocked. Also, there's a ton of brass stuff. So, you know, what we could do is really turn all my brass now into some brass rings, and craft as many of these as we possibly can. And that will be, you know, a good way to make a decent amount of XP and stuff. But considering we've got the next ingot here, and I'm hoping it doesn't have a sale price, but we'll go see how much silver ore costs, how much silver ingots are selling for, and obviously we just spent 1.2 thousand pounds gil. There you go. I hate when people do that, you know, in games when they use their real life currency wherever part of the world they're from as like the currency in game. It drives me mad. It's one of my like pet peeves, and I just did it. Well, there you go. There's some steel ingots sold, see? And there's some steel ingots sold, and there's some steel ingots sold. This is what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why steel is so good, man. What was that, 60k from steel? Man, that's awesome. The good news is you can set up ventures, and you can get your retainers to fetch it for you. And mine actually set up to basically permanently run that right now. So I need to go and check on them and get them to run another one. But there will be some bomb machine claim there, which is good. I think it's about 10 an hour you can get out of. I don't know if you can have more than 2, but I've only got 2. I can get about 10 an hour. Please be cheap right now. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. So we've got enough basically for a stack. I want to get enough for 2 stacks if I can. Yeah, I'll just buy that 99, we'll stop there. Good. So I need, if I got 226, we need 500? 450. 450 iron ore. I think it sells about 500 each. 220 times 500. That's 100k? Can't be right. 110,000. 110,000 gil that is. Assuming I have enough fire shards for that. A couple of thousand gil here. Not a lot. Just go ahead and buy a boatload of it. It doesn't matter. Quick synthesis. Obviously going to do 99 at a time. But that's us going. So that's what I'm going to be doing for us tonight. I'm not even joking. I'm going to be making a lot of steel ingots. Obviously I'm going to do most of AFK. And yeah, we'll put up for sale. See, occasionally someone comes along and just buys massive amounts out. So I'll probably take almost everything I have crappy off the marketplace. So leave me about 20-30 spaces free. And I'll split this up evenly amongst that amount. And then hopefully tomorrow we wake up with something ridiculous. I mean, we could wake up with 250,000. Because I've got other things as well I'm doing. Which I showed off yesterday as the leather worker side of things. So today I'm showing off the steel working, steel ingots, as well as obviously leveling up goldsmith. And yesterday I was showing off my leather side of things, and between them we are making little bits amount of money, and I'm hoping this goldsmith will take the icing on the cake, but it's just going to take a little while to get to 90. But I don't think I'll probably show off the rest of me leveling that unless you guys particularly want it. You know, this video is just, I don't know, just kind of wanted to. So thank you for watching, I really appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Make sure to comment so the algorithm gods may bless my video. And of course, hit the subscribe button or join Discord for all notifications. Thank you, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.